Hey friends, we are going to read chapter 4 of our Magic Treehouse book.
Viking ships at sunrise.
Viking ships at sunrise. Chapter 4, Books of Wonder. I'm going to scoot just a little bit forward. Bye, Xavier. See you later, bud. The monastery had a stone wall all around it. Chris, find a seat on the carpet. Brother Patrick took Jack and Annie through the gate. Beyond the gate was a small church with a hanging bell. There was also a vegetable garden and 6 stone huts shaped like giant beehives. "We grow all our own food," said Brother Patrick. "Carrots, turnips, spinach, wheat, and beans." He led them to the entrance of the first hut. Jack and Annie peeked inside. A monk was pulling flat bread from a low stone oven. "This is our bakery," Brother Patrick said. "It smells good," said Annie. Can you imagine what that smells like? Close your eyes. "Come along," Brother Patrick said. He pointed to each hut as they passed. "There are our sleeping quarters," he said, "and that's where we spin our cloth. And here we cobble our sandals. There we carve our wooden tools." In each of the huts, Jack and Annie could see monks. They were busy spinning or cobbling or carving. Finally, Brother Patrick came to the largest beehive-like hut. "I have saved the best for last," he said. "What do you think's in there?" What do you think?
I think
Alyssa, what do you think?
honey.
You think honey? What do you think's in there, Zaya?
Bees to make the honey, or beehives.
Maybe. Chris, what do you think is in there?
I think it is a bunch of Minecraft nerds. They hate the best on Minecraft.
I know, it's coming actually through the bathroom. Give me 1 second, friends. 1 second.
We're gonna get in trouble. Wait, what is that? Be quiet. Still. Okay, stop. Stop it, not funny. What's the sample?
It's a glass
Wait, where's Araya?
Yeah, we still filming. We still filming. You can see them.
Okie dokie, sorry about that, friends. Okay, so it's not like an actual, beehive. It just looks like a beehive. It's like a little small hut that's in the shape of a beehive. Okay, so it's not like a real beehive. They might be making honey in there. That might be like a craft that they could do. But in the other ones, it said that they were spinning cloth, they were making shoes, they were carving using wooden tools. So what's something else you think might be important that they might have their most important items? Camden?
Their sleeping area.
Maybe. Okay, let's find out. He says, "This is where we do our most important work." He stepped inside. Jack and Annie followed. The hut was warm and peaceful, yet very alive. It glowed with the golden light of many candles. Monks sat at wooden tables. Some were reading. Others played chess. Best of all, some were writing and painting in books. "This is our library," said Brother Patrick. "Here we study math, history, and poetry. We play chess. We make books." "Jack," said Annie, "I think this is it." "What?" said Jack. "Civilization," said Annie. Brother Patrick laughed. "Yes, this is where civilization hides," he said. "On top of our lonely island in the sea." "Oh man," said Jack, "I love this place." "What kind of books do you make here?" asked Annie. "Books of wonder," said Brother Patrick. "We record Christian stories as well as the old myths of Ireland." "Myths?" said Jack. "Yes," said Brother Patrick. They were gathered from our storytellers, the old women who sing the tales of long ago. when people believed in magic. Wow, said Annie. Come, said Brother Patrick. Look at the book of Brother Michael. He has worked on it his whole life. Brother Patrick led Jack and Annie over to an old monk. The monk was painting a blue border around one of the pages in a book. Michael, these two master librarians from far away would like to see your work, said Brother Patrick. The old monk looked up at Jack and Annie. His wrinkled face broke into a smile. Welcome, said Brother Michael in a thin, shaky voice. Hi, said Annie. Brother Michael showed them the cover of his book. It was decorated with gleaming red and blue jewels. Then he turned the pages. Each was covered with fancy writing and delicate paintings in green, gold, and blue.
Wait, which one is what?
Which one is which? This is Brother Michael. Yeah. I wish I could paint like that, said Annie. It's beautiful, whispered Jack. Thank you, said Brother Michael. How do you make a book like this? Asked Annie. I write on sheepskin and use goose quill pens, said Brother Michael. My paints are made of earth and plants. Wow, said Annie. Show Michael what you are seeking, Brother Patrick said. You good? Oh, right, said Jack. He pulled out the paper Morgan had given them. He showed the Latin writing to the old monk. Brother Michael nodded. Yes, he said with a smile. I know that one quite well. Brother Michael turned to the page he had been painting with a blue border. He pointed to the writing at the top of the page. Oh man, whispered Jack. The words were Serpens Magna.
The Serpent's Magna.
It's the book they're looking for.
Oh.
Chapter 5, Warships on the Waves. I'm nervous. We found our story, said Jack. Yay, said Annie. Indeed, said Brother Patrick, but alas, Brother Michael has not yet completed his work. You'll have to return for it. Oh man, said Annie. Jack was disappointed too. I don't know if we'll be able to come back, he said. I don't know if we can even leave without the story, said Annie. Brother Patrick looked puzzled. The two kids looked at each other, then looked back at Brother Patrick. It was too hard to explain that the tree house and how the magic worked. Jack shrugged. We'll just have to try, he said. Outside, the church bell began ringing. It is time now for our sunrise prayers, said Brother Patrick. Will you join us? Thanks, but we better try to go home now, said Jack. Brother Patrick nodded and led them into the garden. When he opened the gate, they stopped. The horizon glowed pink and purple. The sun had started to rise. No one spoke as the great fiery ball rose slowly over the ocean. Finally, Brother Patrick broke the silence. Shine, O light of the sun, he said softly, on this day filled with wonder. That's beautiful, said Annie. Jack smiled. He agreed. Brother Patrick turned to them. It is such sights as this that inspire our bookmaking, he said. Do you need me to guide you to your boat, he asked. I don't think so, said Jack. Follow the path to the top of the cliff, said Brother Patrick. Then use my rope to help you down the steps. Okay, said Annie. Bye. And she went through the gate. Jack wanted to go home, but he hated leaving the monastery. It was filled with people doing his favorite things, reading and learning. I really like it here, he said to Brother Patrick. I'm glad, but you must go now while the weather is with you, said the monk. Everything can change in an instant. Then Brother Patrick turned and went into the church. Jack hurried out the gate. Before he went further, he stopped and pulled out his notebook. He quickly made 2 lists. To make a book, sheepskin, goose quill, and paints. To make paint, earth and plants. Come on, Annie called from the top of the steps. Coming, called Jack. He put away his notebook and ran along the dirt path to the edge of the cliff. Overhead, flocks of gulls circled in the purple sky. Their cries sounded like screams. What's wrong with them? Jack said. Maybe they always do this at sunrise, said Annie. Let me go first. Clutching the rope, she started down the steps. Jack grabbed the rope and started down. The birds' cries went on. They worried him. They sounded like warnings. Jack reached the rocky ledge and let go of the rope. Let's go, Annie called from the treehouse. Jack looked at the horizon one last time. His heart nearly stopped. A ship was outlined against the sky. Behind it, he saw two smaller ships. As the ships came into view, their bright sails were filled with wind and their serpent prows blazed in the new sunlight. Oh no, whispered Jack. Vikings. Okay. We're going to have to pause here, even though it's so suspenseful. We're going to pause here. We'll pick up reading tomorrow. Virtual friends, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.